Alright, here we go. So, we are going to be playing a deck that I am so glad to destroy. This is one of my most satisfying victories because I hate this deck that I'm playing against, and I think most people hate this deck. So, he's going to activate Maxi. Of course, I got the Ash Blossom, and this hand cooks. Like, if he can't stop anything I'm doing, he's cooked. Which he's not going to be able to really stop anything anyways. The most he could do is Ash Blossom right here. And then after that, he would need an Imperm to stop the Sulfur Door. But I already have everything I need, so it doesn't truly matter. So I'm going to go Smiger right here, go ahead and grab the Cluster. I'm going to go Inclusion to grab Sulfurneer. So at this point, he's kind of cooked. So because I have an Omni Negate, I just go ahead and go Sulfur Door first. I could have went Sulfurneer first. Then we're going to go into Tristaros right here. Synchro summon it into Elaskeletons. Then we're going to add back the Smiger right here. The reason I like to add back Smiger is because Smiger becomes follow-up for the next turn. And then we're going to go Cyber Dragon Nova right here and into Cyber Dragon Infinity. Then we're going to activate the Prostor, however you say this card's name. We're going to activate that so we can summon that card from our hand, go into FA Don Dragster, and then we're going to pop this card right here to put out a level 2. Now, I could have went into a second FA Don Dragster because I had not activated the effect of Inclusion in my graveyard yet. I just chose not to because I'm going to use this to go into an Omni Negate. Alright, oh yeah, so let me explain my board by the way. So in this board I got a Omni Negate with the Wandering Griffin Rider and the Adventure token. We have a Synchro Summon on my opponent's turn whenever they activate something. We have the FA Don Dragster, which is a Spell and Trap Negate. It also reduces its level by 2 whenever it does, so we'll be able to use these to Synchro Summon. Once I use this to do its Synchro, so we'll go into a Perron de Floor. Then we also have another Omni Negate here, plus the Cluster Pop. So we got one Pop, one Spell and Trap Negate, an Omni Negate, another Omni Negate, and this will eventually become an Omni Negate with this. So, yeah. So he's going to activate Harpy's Feather Duster right here, and I am going to negate that because that is a board breaker. Then he's going to use Widow Anchor, which is another board breaker. So I have to negate this. Not necessarily a board breaker, but a negate. But it can be a board breaker if he has multiple spell cards in the graveyard. So, and then he's going to activate Dark Hole. So I have to stop this or I lose my entire monster board. So he's got a board breaking deck. So he's going to then play Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, which I'll just go ahead and chain the Tristaros to it. Then we're going to go into Excel Synchron. Excel Synchron is going to give us a Perron de Floor. He's going to grab Hornet Drones. And there we go. Just like that, he grabs Hornet Drones. He's going to activate that. And I am going to Synchro into Perron de Floor so I can get that negate on the field as quickly as possible. Now, right here, I could just activate Cluster and pop this token, and then it would be him playing cards from his hand, but I didn't want to do that, not yet. I wanted to allow him to go into the Kagari right here. Once he activates, then I'm just going to trigger the Perron de Floor. Just like that. And then there we go. He puts Singing Summoning. Now, the thing about Singing Summoning is this card, when it's activated, it doesn't actually grab the Tenpai. He has to activate this after it's activated. So once he activates it on the field, then he has to then activate the effect to actually search for the Tenpai. So I go ahead and pop it before that can happen. Goodbye. There we go. So it pretty much ends his turn, and then now check this out. I draw Artifact Lancia, but look, I can play from my graveyard. This is why Crystruns is so powerful. I don't have to use this Lancia or anything in my hand I can draw everything from graveyard plays. So I can build my field up from graveyard plays and from what I got on the field previously. So we're gonna go Sulfador. I'm gonna send a few things to the graveyard. We're gonna activate the inclusion, and trust me, we got another inclusion for the next turn. So we have turn after turn follow-up plays, and right here I'm just gonna summon this out, put inclusion into my hand, but we have multiple plays still. This is just where I chose to stop and just go ahead and attack them for game. GG.